Hey there everyone, Captain BEARDZ here, bringing you another Langrisser mobile video. Let's get it. Alright guys, so today's video is going to be a character guide / showcase on LANA. Now, LANA is the strongest mage in the game, arguably. And she's actually one of my favorite units, and I mean as in like my top 3. Like, I would say honestly Listel's probably my #1 currently. I love Listel. I mean, she's phenomenal. I try to bring her everywhere. And then Angelina and LANA always fight for that second spot for me, in my personal opinion. And that's not nothing against any other units. I think all these units are fantastic. It's just those units I use more than any other units right now currently. So about LANA, right? Let's just get right into it here, right? She's part of 2 factions, which is going to be the Dark Reincarnation faction and the Princess Alliance, and she fits extremely well on both of them. I cannot tell you guys which one I personally prefer because I think they're both phenomenal. I think they're fantastic. Now, I can tell you where you want to take each one, right? Dark Reincarnation is meant mainly for PvP, if I'm being honest with you guys. Because the way they set up the kits, which is Bozel, LANA, and now Listel, pretty much Bozel is going to be the fusion power buffer. LANA is going to come in with Black Hole, and Listel is going to come in with her her hard-hitting blood move. I always forget what it's called. So many moves in this game. Blood Dance. She's going to come in with Blood Dance, and that's pretty much GG's. And then if you have LANA's sister, Liana, and you act again either LANA or you act again Bozel, and Bozel hits Earthquake or he hits his Black Hole, that's a GG. Like, I have yet to see anybody I fight in PvP survive that, just because it's so heavy hitting. It's insane. And not to mention that, excuse me, not to mention the 5th spot, which can go to Altamuller. It can go to Egghead, because Egghead causes a lot of debuffs. If you want a kind of a Leon unit, Sonya's a perfect candidate for that 5th spot. Bernhardt is a good candidate for the 5th spot too, but his move kit is not as strong, I would say, as the others. Zoraida is an excellent unit for that 5th spot too. So Dark Reincarnation is solid for PvP, if I'm being honest with you guys. And then the Princess Alliance, I would say, is an everything thing. I know that's like kind of like what? Well, it just is. You can actually take the Princess Alliance team almost anywhere in the game, and you'll find some great success, just because they bring everyone to the table. You have archers, you have flyers, you have blues, you have reds, you have grays, you have this, you have that. It's insane the level of versatility the princesses bring to the table. I mean, they don't bring a super strong red, which I know they're missing, but it's not a big deal, honestly. With everybody else, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's go over her upgrade class section, and then we'll go into talent and the skills. Alright, so she starts as a mage, obviously, right? And then you have 3 paths you can take her: Summoner, Saint, and Archmage here, right? I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. You only need to invest 1 path into her. You don't need any rune investments in her, so you can go straight to the Dark Princess and don't look anywhere else, if I'm being straight up honest with you guys. Summoner is good, but they're not that great. Summon 1 unit of Necromancers. Good if you want to pick up an extra move. Do I think it's worth the rune investment? Hell no. Hell no. There's just way... there's a billion other units that just, okay, not billion, but there's a bunch of other units that can really give those runes better output, if I should say. I don't know if that's how I should word it. Anyways, so yeah, I don't see that being worth a rune unless you absolutely end game and you have the extra rune to spare, which I don't know who has extra runes to spare. And then going into Saint, you get Lightning Strike, which is okay. The thing about Lightning Strike is it gives you a versatility move, right? So it's a bonus when battling against cavalry. So the thing about this, that's blue by the way, is that when you're a mage, you get free strike, which is bonus against greens. So if you do invest a rune to go ahead and pick up lightning, and then keep swapping off lightning with freeze strike, right? Keep rotation on those two. Then what that gives you is the chance to, hey, okay, when I'm fighting greens, I'm gonna rock freeze strike. When I'm fighting blues, I'm gonna rock when I'm not fighting blues, when I'm fighting reds, I'm gonna rock lightning strike. My bad. Actually, when I'm fighting blues, I'm gonna rock lightning strike. So that's how you can use it. Now here's a giant problem. Actually, no, there's no problem with them. Alright, so free strike is a 1 cost and lightning is a 1 cost also, so that's perfect. So you can consistently swap between those two depending on what you're fighting. You just got to remember to do that every single match. So not too bad for 1 rune and could be worth it. Now you got cleanse, attacks single enemy, dealing 1.5 times damage with a bonus when battling against demons. Dispels 2 buffs from a target after battle, and then heaven sanction. I see a lot of people pick up heaven sanction on her, so a lot of people will actually invest the runes to pick up heaven sanction and then take her back to Dark Princess. Do you absolutely need heaven sanction? Depends on your box, right? If you have Shelfinal, you have Chris, you have LANA, you have TRs. If you have a lot of holy units, mainly Chris and Shelfinal, you really do not need to take her all the way down to the Martyr, right? You don't need to go down to this path. You can go to Saint and be happy with that. So because Shelfinal really takes care of this and Chris really takes care of this part here. So anyways, into the Dark Princess, which is the way I went. So first you pick up Blizzard, obviously that's an AoE move. Perfect move if you see Freya and Vargas on a team on the opposite side. You hit them with this, they can't block, which is phenomenal. And on top of that, it's going to decrease your mobility, right? So that's one thing that it doesn't tell you about Blizzard here. I wonder if it says it in the other page here. Find out, hold on. Yeah, it doesn't say it here, but apparently Blizzard, what it does is not only does it decrease AoE of the unit, I'll use it in a game, in a match during the showcase so you guys can see it. Not only does it decrease mobility of that unit, but it also stops Lancers from blocking. Or guarding, I should say, so they can't jump in front of shots, which becomes super clutch. Because if you have your let's take Altamuller, or let's take Sherry, because a lot of you guys use Sherry, and you have Sherry and she's about to go and attack LANA, right? And Vargas is right in front of her, and you know as soon as you attack LANA, Vargas is going to jump in front of that. Boom, LANA uses Blizzard. That's going to stop Vargas from guarding. Sherry goes in because she has crazy mobility, right? Sherry goes in, lightnings LANA, kills LANA, and then she can lightning Varg. Might not kill Varg, but she already killed the healer, so it's not a big concern. So Blizzard is an absolute clutch move, and I take nothing from it. Now you can swap off Blizzard. Alright, we'll go into that after we get to skills. Alright, so let's look at her talent here. Alright, so she's got when entering battle, arcane extension, when entering battle. Magic damage increases by 15%, so pretty much you want to keep her in the fight, which is, I mean, common sense. That's what you do with her anyways, you know, fight. Range increases by 1 when casting skills. So that means, guys, she's not like your other mages. You're gonna notice that with her and Bozel is they both have black hole, but her black hole reaches farther than Bozel's, and that's because of her talent. Her talent can get really powerful once you get her higher in stars. Right now, obviously, I have her 4-star. Do note, guys, I haven't pulled any dupes of any of my units except for Juggler, right, and Lead-In. Those are the only 2 units I actually pulled dupes of. So all the other units that I got are literally just from grinding the bond system and getting their star ups. So I can see this being very, very good when you get her star ups increased. And I am currently working on getting her to 5-star. She's going to be my next unit to get to 5-star. And then after that, I'm hoping by the time that happens that they drop Listel's Gate of Fate, but we never know. Let's go into the skills here. Right, so skills. She's got access to very good skills, which is going to be, first of all, Black Hole. You need to run Black Hole, guys. 1, it's going to do good damage, and 2, it's going to do 2 random debuffs, right? So it hits a lot of freaking targets. Its span is huge. But it deals the 2 debuffs, which are the clutch moves, right? Because once you hit those 2 debuffs, that's when your other units can go for the kill, or that's when you can actually just go act again on her and then go for the blizzard to do even more damage. Hopefully you got magic defense break on your black hole, so that way your blizzard can come in and do crazy amounts of damage. Let's see, and then you got free strike, which obviously you're gonna have to run. Free strike is a given unless you're running another one cost, like I said, the other move. Because attacks a single enemy dealing 1.5 times damage with a bonus when battling against Lancers. This is going to be your strongest single target move. But the reason why it's a good move is it's only a one cost and it's one cooldown and it's a one cost, right? So that's why you're going to be running free strike, unless, like I said, you go ahead and pick up lightning strike from the Saint section and then go back to the Dark Princess, right? Now also on top of that, you got your 2 cost moves. So you could go with Dark Reaper. Now if you feel like your LANA is this is not her strongest single target, Dark Reaper is. If you feel like your LANA is consistently kind of dying or the healer's not getting to her in time, swap off your Blizzard with Dark Reaper, just because it's gonna attack a single enemy dealing 1.3 times damage, but it ignores 30% of enemies' magic defense, so it means it's doing more than 1.3 times damage. After battle, restores 50% of damage dealt as HP. That is super clutch, and this move comes in handy when you're fighting a lot of mages and archers, because they're going to be doing full amount of damage on you, and that just means she's going to heal up the damage that she does to them. So Dark Reaper, not a bad move either. So a kit you could run is something like this and you would be good to go. Now you also have magic defense intimidate. After taking action, decreases magic defense taken by all enemies within 3 blocks by 20%, lasts 1 turn. Very good move too, and I take nothing from this. And if you want to go on the support side, this is a good way to go too, especially in the PvE scene. I wouldn't say PvP. I say running magic defense intimidate in PvP is not really worth it, because if you get too close, then she's just gonna go down like a sack of potatoes. So not really good for the PvP mode, not PvE, PvP guys. So, but if you play your cards right and you get her in, run her next to Freya or Vargas, so that way they can keep jumping in front of shots for her, then you're good to go. Just do note that if somebody hits you with Blizzard, yeah, might be screwed on that whole defense track here. So currently this is my current setup, and if I feel like I need a little bit more on the healing side, I switch over Blizzard for Dark Reaper, but I'm always running Free Strike and Black Hole, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at her class. The next class thing she gets is Dark Elf Sniper, but we'll go into that when we get to her soldiers, which is right now. So soldiers, straight up easy, go Sorceress. Don't go anything else, just because Sorceress is going to be her bread and butter unit. I don't see any other unit being as good. First of all, Wizards are excellent, and when you're first starting with her, this is probably who you're going to be running, which is the Wizards, and which is awesome because when attacking, increases attack and magic defense by 18%. She's always on the attack, so it's not too bad. But Sorceress, when soldier HP is 100%, attack and magic defense increased by 27%. Now obviously I have them increased a little bit, not too much. I'm going to be doing them a little bit more, but that is a lot. So, and that's normal, guys. So that's not when attacking, that's not when defending, that's just straight up happening, right? So she could be sitting there doing absolutely nothing. As long as her soldier HP is above 100%, the attack and the magic defense increase by 27%. These guys are absolutely clutch. Now, yes, soldier HP has to be above, has to be 100%. So you do want to make sure that she is at 100% HP when she's about to attack, which is very easy to do because she's a mage. So usually she's far away, anyways, and her talent allows her to be even farther. So very, very good. Let's see who else is an honorable mention here. Don't go Bishop. That's just ridiculous. Like I said, the Dark Elf Snipers, because the thing about Sorceress is too, look at the move, right? They have 5 block movement, right? So that means their mobility is excellent. Stone Colossus, Lava Titans, I don't see any of these other units being as good. Entering battle. No, see, Hellfire Archers. Archers don't seem too bad. When soldier HP is 0%, and when attacking restores 15% of HP after battle, deals an extra 5% of enemies' max HP. That's not too bad. Do know in PvP though, if you're fighting holies, they're going to absolutely destroy your soldiers. So that's why the sorcerers are so good, because they're mage, so they're neutral against everything. But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on soldiers. If you're gonna go something, I say go wizard, and then eventually once you unlock the sorceress, put on the sorceress and don't look back. That is the way to go. Into equipment here. Alright, so for the equipment, as you can see, I'm running a lot of SSR gear on her. I do have to level it up. I'm working on it, guys. It's hard, you know, it's not easy with the grind and stuff, but besides that, I'm just going to say one thing for her equipment, guys, which is int. Base her off of int. Get her int as high as possible, and you are going to see her skyrocket in her damage. She is the easiest unit to build because it's just, okay, I just want to be focused 100% on int. So that's why I went with Sage Staff, because it's just a straight base int 8%. And then my stat here, I got int 5%, attack 6%. The attack is useless, honestly, but the int 5% is nice. I'm going to try to raise that. Got the Dark Robe here, which is HP 2%. When attack with a ranged attack, defense and magic defense increase by 6%. I got that as a defense mechanic, but I might be changing that over. Not too sure yet. Got to get more into on that. And then I got the helmet, magic defense and HP 2%. So magic defense 4%, HP 2%. Gives her a little bit more defense against any mages and such. But you got HP 5%, int 2%. You got to try and increase that int 2. So definitely got to focus on int on her more. And then we got the Holy Grail, which is int plus 3%. When dealing damage, restores 9% of HP of friendly units within one block adjacent to you after taking action. So this is really good. You're gonna get the int, and she's also going to be able to heal up an ally that's next to her. So very, very clutch here. But int and int. Now besides that, going into one of the important parts here, not that. Going to the one important parts here, let's go to the Forge, enchant. And what piece do I recommend? Very easy. Magic. Go magic on her. She is extremely easy build. She's like Shelfino, really. You want to go magic and don't do anything else. Just because she's very focused on attack set, meaning she's a very attackish unit. You want to get her in the fight as fast as possible. Have her hit everybody with all of her moves, and you're just going to see debuffs after debuffs after debuffs. She's going to hit Black Hole, debuffs. She's going to hit Blizzard, debuffs. It's beautiful. And then if somebody gets in her face, oh, you got a tank, you're worried about tank, boom, hit them with Freeze Strike and knock them down, right? And then if you open up that other move and you see a Leon, hit him with that lightning move, knock them down. So very, very powerful unit. So easily, only recommendation would be magic. Put on magic on her and you won't have any regrets. Anyways, guys, that's my current build on my LANA. That is my, I'd say this is kind of my end game build. Obviously things are going to change a little bit more once I get a little bit more gear, once I get more stuff, and obviously I do need to re-roll a lot of my enchantments here because the stats I am not happy with. But if you are building your LANA in any other way, please comment down below and let me know. Other than that, guys, let's get to the showcase. Alright, guys, so obviously I'm in a PvP here. Now, I did mention a team yesterday, which is the Twin Power team, which is my PvE team, and I highly recommend that team for her. There's other couple of builds, but if you guys want to see like team builds and stuff for different units, you can comment down below and let me know on that, and I do not mind doing a video on that. But other than that, this is my current PvE team that I love to run, and it's a very strong team here with Listel, LANA, and Bozel. They're absolute killers. So let's get into it here. Now I am versing a very strong opponent. I think they're like, I don't know, 1,000 power above mine. So I'm not going to reach with the Black Hole in the beginning, which is a-okay, because what we're going to do anyways is we're going to act again here and have her move forward here and hit the Black Hole. But right now let's go ahead and get Leon here, because Leon should be able to shut down either Bernhardt or Bozel here. Alright, probably probably go for Bernhardt, actually. Let's find out. Hold on. He is not running the fusion power. So they're going to be relying on Bernhardt here. So Leon can shut him down. Okay. I know he's got his Bernhardt built up pretty strong here, which is a-okay. And let's do this. Then we're gonna start moving up here.
What do you want me to do this time?
Okay, yep, we'll do this. Here we go. Let's put act again here. And then what we'll do is activate the fusion power. Actually, let's go ahead and move Listel up first. Activate this. Listel is my finisher, so she's just pretty much, should have moved her first. Actually, yeah, I did. Okay, we're good. Alright, so Listel's my finisher. Lana's my setup. Bozel's my support. And Listel is the finisher. Alright, let's hit this. See the debuffs we get. That's not going to kill Bernhardt. I know it's not, but that's a-okay. Close enough. Alright, he went against Leon, which I don't know what he was thinking. And he went against LANA, which he got the stun. Okay, you're gonna sleep Leon. That's a-okay. Alright, so she went for the heal. Okay. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is if we move here and we hit prayer here, that should strip the debuff off of LANA here. Yep, we did. Alright, so now we can hit Blizzard. My bad, wrong move. Blizzard and hit all of them. Here we go. And bring on more debuffs. Alright, and then Bozel can go ahead and hit Black Hole here. More debuffs. There we go. And then Listel with the finish. Blood Dance. It is a GG's here. They will not survive this. Boom and done. Told you. This team is PvP busted. Right, guys? It is PvP busted. Right? So that was the showcase. I'm not going to go into more of a showcase just because I want to make sure my character guys are a little bit faster than what they used to be. But guys, if you have LANA, you should be extremely hyped. She is a very powerful character, and if you run her certain ways, like the way I just ran her there with that Black Hole with the Blizzard, just dropping those debuffs on those units, it hurts the other units. And then, you know, next turn, if anybody would have survived another turn, all I had to do is free strike on LANA, and pretty much they would be dead, almost guaranteed, right? So I don't even need to get my Leon involved. Leon got involved there with the Bernhardt, but honestly, as you can see, he didn't even kill the Bernhardt. It was up to the Bozel, LANA, and Listel combo there. So if you pull yourself Bozel and LANA, you already have two of the Trinities, the Dark Trinities, I should call them. So be hyped about that, guys. I hope you get lucky on your pulls, and I hope you get every unit that you guys desire. Do remember, guys, that we have a new banner coming up in, I believe, 12 days now. So if you are hyped for that new banner and you're looking forward to those new units, then hopefully you get lucky on those guys too. Anyways, it's your boy Captain Beards. Remember, always stay positive. Peace out.